You're watching Daily News Podcast on Mangalore today, where news breaks and stories unfold. From the latest updates to in-depth analyses, we're here to keep you informed and engaged. Let's get started.
In a recent update, MLC Ivan D'Souza has criticized the state of sewage treatment plants, STPs, in Mangalore, pointing out major issues in the functioning of 3 out of 4 STPs within MCC limits. Despite a hefty investment of Rs 1.5 crore in each plant, untreated sewage water continues to flow into stormwater drains and gutters, raising concerns about public health and environmental impact. A fact-finding report conducted by a committee led by MCC's opposition leader has been submitted to the Chief Minister and District in Charge Minister, highlighting the lack of proper maintenance and functionality of these STPs. The call for urgent action includes transferring maintenance responsibilities to MRPL for STPs in Pachanadi, Bajal, and Madhya areas. The situation at STP Madhya in Surathkal is particularly alarming, with contaminated water sources posing a threat to the annual fishing fair at Kandiji. If prompt measures are not taken to address these issues, protests are imminent, with concerns raised about the potential spread of diseases due to drainage water contamination in areas like Jeppanamogaru Raja Kaluv. Stay tuned for further developments on this pressing matter.
In Uchila town, the Uchila Nagarika Horata Samithi led a Rasta Roko agitation on the national highway to demand action against the rising number of accidents in the area. The protest, spearheaded by Congress leader Vinay Kumar Soraka, drew hundreds of residents who blocked traffic on NH66. MPs Kota Srinivas Pujari and MLAs Gurmeet Suresh Shetty and Yashpal Suvarna visited the scene and received a memorandum from the locals. Sorak urged officials to address the issue promptly. President Suraj Uchila, GP Chief Shivakumar Mendon, and others from the Nagarika Samithi participated in the protest for safer roads.
In Mangalore Today News, we report on the prevailing shortage of smart cards for vehicle registration certificates and driving licenses at regional transport offices, causing delays and inconvenience for applicants. The issue arises from the expired contract with the supplier company, leading to disruptions in the timely delivery of printed documents. Although digital versions through DigiLocker are available, many rural residents rely on physical copies and face challenges due to the prolonged shortage of smart cards. While paper RCs were introduced temporarily in 2022, they proved to be impractical. Officials are working to address the situation, but applicants continue to face delays in receiving their essential documents. The lack of smart cards has once again disrupted the system, creating frustrations for both new and existing license holders.
In an ongoing environmental controversy, the National Green Tribunal's directive for Adani-owned UPCL to pay Rs 52 crore penalty for environmental damage remains unfulfilled after more than 2 years. Despite the NGT's order, the Central Pollution Control Board, CPCB, has not taken action to recover the amount as per the law. The NGT's judgment in May 2022 emphasized the need for compensation due to environmental violations and health impacts caused by the Udupi thermal power plant. With the company's appeal in the Supreme Court and no stay granted, concerns about environmental and public health remain high. Janajagruti Samithi's efforts to seek justice for affected farmers underline the importance of holding industries accountable for their ecological footprint. Stay tuned as this story unfolds. In a heartwarming incident in Sulia, a bus owner named Mohan displayed extraordinary honesty by returning a lost gold chain to its rightful owner. The incident took place on a Guruji Travels bus traveling from Sulia to Bandadka in Kerala, passing through Kolchar. Mohan found the chain belonging to a child and promptly ensured its safe return. This noble act by Mohan has garnered praise and recognition from passengers and the entire local community.
In a scathing attack ahead of the Delhi elections, AAP unveiled a blank book titled Bhajpa Ki Uplabdhiyan. Senior AAP leader Sanjay Singh criticized BJP for failing to fulfill its promises. Singh highlighted BJP's unmet commitments, like transferring Rs 15 lakh, creating jobs, giving pucca houses, selling petrol at Rs 50 per litre, and strengthening the rupee. AAP challenges BJP's credibility, revealing the empty book as a representation of their unkept words. Singh urges people to read and share the truth about BJP's unfulfilled assurances. This move sets a challenging tone for the upcoming elections in the capital.
In a tragic incident, an Indian Army soldier lost his life during an encounter with terrorists in the Sopore area of Jammu and Kashmir. The soldier sustained injuries during the firefight at a hideout in Zalura Gujar Pati and succumbed while being evacuated. Security forces had cordoned off the area after noticing suspicious activity and continued their operations throughout the night. Searches for the militants have been intensified in the region. Further updates on this unsettling event are anticipated as the investigation progresses. In a shocking incident in Salkota village of Uttara Kannada district, a pregnant cow was allegedly slaughtered, leaving the locals in outrage. The cow had gone missing after grazing, only to be found beheaded and decapitated. Its unborn calf was removed from the womb, mutilated, and dumped elsewhere. Karnataka Minister K. Venkatesh condemned the act, stating that those responsible for such inhumane actions must be punished. The government is taking the matter seriously, with discussions held with the chief minister to address the issue. This incident follows a similar case in Bengaluru, where the udders of 3 cows were severed, triggering protests by the BJP. Mangalore, today. In a landmark verdict, Sanjay Roy has been sentenced to life imprisonment by a local court in a rape-murder case at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. The court dismissed the demand for death penalty, stating the case was not of the rarest of the rare category. Justice Anirban Das ordered the Bengal government to pay Rs 17 lakh to the victims' parents, who expressed their desire for justice over compensation. The court premises in Sealdah have been fortified as police ensure security post the sentencing. Amidst protests, criticisms loom over the investigation, with the victims' parents claiming other perpetrators are still at large. The 34-year-old victim, a postgraduate trainee, was found dead in the hospital, sparking nationwide outrage. Despite Roy's plea of being framed, the court upheld the charges of rape and murder. The CBI, who took over the case from local authorities, demanded the death penalty, citing the severity of the crime as a rarest of rare cases. In a shocking development, a 24-year-old woman named Grishma has been sentenced to death in Kerala for the murder of her boyfriend, Sharon Raj. The crime took place nearly 2 years ago when Grishma poisoned Raj with an Ayurvedic tonic laced with paraquat, leading to his tragic death. The court, which convicted Grishma and her uncle for the murder, highlighted the gravity of the crime and denied leniency based on her age. The prosecution presented strong evidence, including digital and scientific proof, to secure the conviction. Grishma's motive for the murder was Raj's refusal to end their relationship after her marriage was arranged with someone else. The victim's lawyer expressed satisfaction with the verdict, calling it an exemplary judgment. Grishma becomes the youngest woman in Kerala to face capital punishment for her actions.
In a recent development, the Supreme Court has halted the defamation proceedings against leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi in a Jharkhand court for his comments against Union Minister Amit Shah dating back to 2018. The bench has also issued notices to the Jharkhand government and BJP worker Naveen Jha, the complainant, to respond within 4 weeks. The court noted that only the aggrieved person can file a criminal defamation complaint, not a proxy third party. Senior advocate Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, representing Mr. Gandhi, argued on this stance. The case will be taken up in 6 weeks, and this interim order comes as Mr. Gandhi petitions to quash the defamation case ongoing in an MP-MLA court in Jharkhand's Chaibasa. The case had escalated previously when a non-bailable warrant was issued against Mr. Gandhi last year, and the High Court had rejected his plea to dismiss the case.
We're grateful for your time and attention on today's news podcast. For a deeper dive into today's topics, our website mangaloretoday.com has you covered. And if you haven't yet, subscribing to our channel is the best way to stay updated. Thank you, and see you next time.